Imagine a man, we'll call him John, knee-deep in the turmoil of a fast-paced, unfulfilling life. His days were a blur, chasing deadlines, and his nights were restless with worry. Something was missing, but he didn't know what. Until one day, he stumbled upon the teachings of Buddha. Intrigued, he began to explore, learn, and apply these teachings to his life. The transformation was dramatic. John's life became a testament to the power of Buddha's teachings in the modern world. He learned to slow down and live mindfully, appreciating the present moment. He practiced detachment, freeing himself from the chains of desire and possession. Compassion became his compass, guiding his interactions with others. He understood impermanence, accepting change as an inevitable part of life. He walked the path of right livelihood, aligning his work with his values. The joy of giving replaced the race of acquiring. Meditation became his daily discipline, a sanctuary of peace amidst the chaos. He embraced Buddhist ethics, improving his relationships and interactions. Anger and hatred were replaced with understanding and forgiveness. His speech became thoughtful and kind. He cultivated pure intentions, setting a positive direction for his actions. John continued to learn and adapt these teachings, making them a part of his everyday life. The result? A life of peace, happiness, and fulfillment. A life that was once full of stress and dissatisfaction transformed into one filled with joy and serenity. And all of this was possible because of the timeless wisdom of Buddha's teachings. John's life was changed dramatically, all through the application of Buddha's teachings. Now let's explore these 12 rules that can transform your life too. These are not just philosophical concepts, but practical tools for everyday life. Tools that can help you navigate the challenges of the modern world, find inner peace, and lead a meaningful life. Are you ready for a transformation? Let's embark on this enlightening journey together. The first rule is mindfulness, the art of being fully present. Mindfulness is like a silent observer, a watchful sentinel that allows you to experience life as it unfolds, without judgment or distraction. It's about being here, right now, fully engaged in whatever is happening. But how do you practice mindfulness in a world that's always on the go? It's simpler than you might think. It starts with paying attention to the mundane activities we usually do on autopilot. Eating, walking, breathing. Instead of rushing through these tasks, slow down. Notice the flavors of your food, the sensation of your feet hitting the ground, the rhythm of your breath. Incorporating mindfulness into your daily routine can lead to profound changes. It helps you to reduce stress, improve mental clarity, and foster a deeper connection with the world around you. By practicing mindfulness, you can learn to live in the present moment, freeing yourself from past regrets and future anxieties. The second rule is detachment, the practice of letting go. It's a concept that can seem daunting or even negative at first glance. But from a Buddhist perspective, detachment isn't about self-denial or isolation from the world. Instead, it's about understanding the transient nature of everything around us, from our possessions to our emotions. It's about not clinging to the things, people, or ideas that we believe define us. When we learn to let go, we free ourselves from the burdens of expectation and fear. We become like the lotus flower, untouched by the muddy waters in which it blooms. So how can you embrace detachment in your everyday life? Start by observing your attachments. Notice how they dictate your reactions and decisions. Then, consciously decide to let go. This doesn't mean giving up what you love. It means loving without needing to possess or control. By practicing detachment, you can experience true freedom and peace. The third rule is compassion, the act of understanding and relieving the suffering of others. Compassion is not just an emotion, it's a profound understanding of the interconnectedness of all beings. It's the realization that we are not separate entities but part of a larger whole, bound together by shared experiences of joy, sorrow, love and loss. Compassion is central to Buddha's teachings. The Buddha himself said, "Just as a mother would protect her only child with her life, so too should one cultivate a limitless heart with regard to all beings." The Buddha encouraged us to expand our circle of compassion, to include not just our loved ones but all beings, even those we find difficult. So how can we cultivate compassion? Start by practicing empathy, by trying to understand the experiences and feelings of others. Practice loving kindness meditation, sending positive thoughts and wishes to all beings. With time and practice, compassion becomes a natural response, a way of life. Compassion not only alleviates the suffering of others, but it also enriches our own lives. The fourth rule is understanding impermanence, the acceptance that everything changes. It's an integral part of the Buddha's teachings. Impermanence, in its simplest form, is the notion that everything we encounter in life is transient and ever-changing. It's the warm summer that fades into the chill of autumn, the bustling city that grows and evolves with time, and even our own thoughts, feelings and experiences that come and go like waves on the ocean. When we deeply understand and accept the impermanence of all things, our perspective on life fundamentally changes. We no longer cling to moments or things as we realize they are fleeting. We learn to appreciate the present, knowing that it won't last forever. We become resilient in the face of change, accepting it as a natural part of life rather than fearing it. By accepting impermanence, you can learn to embrace change and live a more fulfilled life. The fifth rule is right livelihood, the alignment of your profession with your values. Now, this isn't about landing the highest paying job or climbing the corporate ladder. Rather, it's about seeking work that is in harmony with your values and contributes positively to the world. Right livelihood is about making your work a reflection of your inner truth. It's about doing something that you believe in, something that is a positive force in the world. This could be anything from teaching to nursing to creating sustainable products. The key is not what you do, but how you do it. Are you treating others with kindness and respect? Are you honest and fair in your dealings? Are you doing work that helps rather than harms? These are the questions that guide right livelihood. Incorporating this principle into your career can lead to a profound sense of fulfillment, a sense of purpose that goes beyond just earning a paycheck. By practicing right livelihood, you can find true satisfaction and meaning in your work. The sixth rule is the joy of giving, the practice of generosity. You see, generosity is more than the act of giving away material possessions. It's a shift in perspective, an expansion of the heart. It's about giving love, time, kindness, and understanding to others. It's about giving without expecting anything in return. Buddha taught that generosity leads to happiness and prosperity. It's a release from selfish desires, a move towards selflessness. When we give, we not only make others happy, but we also enrich our own lives. We let go of the scarcity mindset, making room for abundance. So how can we apply this in our daily lives? Start small. Give a smile to a stranger, lend a listening ear to a friend in need, or donate to a cause you believe in. Remember, it's not about the size of the gift, but the spirit of giving. By cultivating generosity, you can experience true joy and fulfillment. The seventh rule is meditation, the discipline of focusing the mind. In the Buddhist tradition, meditation is not merely a relaxation technique, but a profound practice that leads to self-discovery and enlightenment. There are many types of Buddhist meditation, each serving a unique purpose. Mindfulness meditation, for instance, cultivates a keen awareness of the present moment, while loving kindness meditation fosters a deep sense of compassion for all beings. Starting a meditation practice can seem daunting, but it needn't be. Begin with just a few minutes a day. Find a quiet, comfortable space, close your eyes, and direct your attention to your breath. Notice each inhale and exhale without judgment. As thoughts arise, let them pass like clouds in the sky. With consistency and patience, your practice will deepen and you'll start to reap the benefits. Through meditation, you can achieve a calm, clear mind and a deeper understanding of yourself and the world around you. The eighth rule is the wisdom of ethics, the practice of right conduct. In the teachings of Buddha, ethics are not a set of rigid rules, but a path to inner peace and harmony with the world around us. At its core, Buddhist ethics revolves around the principle of do no harm. This principle extends not just to others, but to ourselves as well. In everyday life, this translates into actions based on kindness, honesty, and respect. It's about making choices that reflect our deepest values, from the words we use to the way we treat others, even to the products we buy. It's about being fully present and mindful in each moment, understanding the impact of our actions on the world around us. Yet, living ethically is not about perfection, but about awareness and intention. It's a journey of continual growth and learning. By living ethically, you can achieve a life of integrity and peace. The ninth rule is overcoming anger and hatred, the practice of transforming negative emotions. These seemingly insurmountable emotions can often feel like a dark cloud, looming over our lives. But through Buddha's teachings, we learn to transform these emotions into understanding and compassion. The key lies in mindfulness. By observing our anger without judgment, we can understand its roots. Often it stems from a perceived threat or injustice. By acknowledging this source, we can start to dissolve our anger, replacing it with understanding and empathy. Similarly, hatred often arises from fear or misunderstanding. Through mindful observation, we can trace back these feelings and see the human vulnerability underneath. This understanding allows us to replace hatred with compassion. These transformations are not overnight miracles. They require consistent practice and patience. But as we gradually let go of our anger and hatred, we start to experience a profound inner peace. Our relationships improve, our minds become clear, and we become more resilient. By overcoming anger and hatred, you can achieve a life of peace and happiness. The 10th rule is harnessing the power of speech, the practice of mindful communication. In the teachings of Buddha, right speech is a powerful tool that can either enhance or diminish our connections with others. It's not just about the words we say, but how we say them, when we say them, and why. Mindful communication is about speaking truthfully, kindly, and at the right time. It's about expressing ourselves clearly without causing harm or misunderstanding. It's about listening, really listening to the other person without judgment or interruption. Here's a practical tip. Before speaking, pause and ask yourself, is what I'm about to say true? Is it necessary? Is it kind? This simple habit can transform your conversations, making them more meaningful and effective. Remember, every conversation is an opportunity for growth and connection. By practicing right speech, you can improve your relationships and interactions with others. The 11th rule is cultivating pure intentions, the practice of setting and maintaining wholesome goals. Intentions are the seeds from which our actions sprout. They are the driving force behind our thoughts, words, and deeds. But what exactly are pure intentions? In the context of Buddha's teachings, pure intentions are those that are free from selfish desires, ill will, and ignorance. They are rooted in love, compassion, and wisdom. So how do we cultivate these pure intentions? It begins with mindfulness. By becoming aware of our thoughts and feelings, we can begin to steer them towards benevolence and understanding. It's like tending a garden, nurturing the seeds of kindness and uprooting the weeds of negativity. Next, we must set clear, wholesome goals. These should be goals that not only benefit us, but also contribute to the well-being of others. This way, our intentions align with our actions, creating a harmonious balance in our lives. By cultivating pure intentions, you can align your actions with your values and aspirations. The 12th rule is continuous learning and adaptation, the practice of lifelong learning and flexibility. In Buddhism, there's a profound emphasis on the ongoing journey of self-discovery and growth. It's not about reaching a destination or an end point, but rather about the process of continual learning, refining, and adapting. This involves staying curious, open-minded, and willing to learn from every situation. It means embracing change rather than resisting it and adapting our understanding of Buddha's teachings to our personal circumstances. We can do this by seeking wisdom in all forms, from books to real-life experiences, and applying these teachings to our everyday life. This could be as simple as pausing to reflect on your day, or as profound as embarking on a spiritual retreat. There's always room for growth, and every moment presents an opportunity for learning. By embracing continuous learning and adaptation, you can remain open to new experiences and grow throughout your life. We've journeyed through the 12 transformative rules of Buddha's teachings, each one a stepping stone on the path to a more fulfilling existence. Let's take a moment to reflect on the profound wisdom we've encountered. We started with the power of mindfulness, a practice that roots us in the present moment, allowing us to fully engage with life as it unfolds. Next, We embraced the practice of detachment, a liberating principle that frees us from the chains of materialistic desires and attachments. Our journey then led us to the heart of compassion, a quality that fosters empathy and understanding, bringing us closer to others. We also delved into the concept of impermanence, reminding us that change is the only constant in life, and acceptance of this truth leads to true peace. We sought the path of right livelihood, aligning our work with our deepest values, leading to a more meaningful professional life. The joy of giving was our next stop, a principle that emphasized the profound happiness that comes from selfless generosity. We then embraced the discipline of meditation, a transformative practice that fosters clarity, focus, and inner peace. We also explored the wisdom of Buddhist ethics, guiding us towards a life of integrity and moral conduct. Our journey also took us through the process of overcoming anger and hatred, transforming these destructive emotions into understanding and compassion. We harnessed the power of speech, learning to communicate mindfully and effectively. We cultivated pure intentions, recognizing their powerful influence on our actions and experiences. Finally, we embraced the principle of continuous learning and adaptation, a reminder that the path to enlightenment is a lifelong journey of growth and discovery. As we embark on this new year, remember the transformative power of these teachings. Each day presents a new opportunity to apply these principles, shaping a life of greater peace, happiness, and fulfillment. The wisdom of Buddha's teachings is timeless, and their transformative power is within your grasp. May your journey be filled with peace, happiness, and enlightenment. Let the wisdom of Buddha guide you throughout the year 2024 and beyond, transforming not just your life, but also the world around you.